Hey guys, I'm Hellhound and welcome back to my Midnight Spook Show here on the Horror Metal channel. Today we're going to be doing the Marvel vs. DC tag, which was created by Isaac Reviews. Definitely check out the channel, Isaac's Reviews. It's a relatively new channel. He's got a few videos. He's an up-and-comer, so definitely check him out. He needs some more support because it's a great channel, and I highly recommend it, so be sure to check him out. I was tagged by Sean Erschen. And chances are I'm probably going to have a lot of the same answers as him, like always. So, anyway, let's go ahead and begin. There's 7 questions. Let's get started. The Marvel vs. DC tag by Isaac's Reviews, tagged by Sean Erschen. Alright, question number 1. If you were a superhero, who would you be and why? I agree with Sean Erschen. I'd be Superman because he can do so many different things. He can fly, he's super strong, he's invulnerable, he has X-ray vision, heat vision, ice breath. It's pretty much indestructible. I mean, he can do so many different things. Like, when I think of a superhero, I think of him. Like, there's so many awesome things he can do. Most people say Batman, but honestly, I mean, as much as I love Batman, I'd rather have actual superpowers. It'd be really cool to be Batman, be rich, and be able to speak in so many different languages, and there's so many different fighting styles, and have all those awesome gadgets at your disposal. That'd be really, really cool. But yeah, as awesome as Batman is, and I like him better than Superman, but I'd rather actually be Superman, have all those awesome godlike powers. That would just be so great. That'd be freaking awesome. All right, question number 2. If you were a if you were a super villain, who would you be and why? That's a good question. You know, that is a very good question. Well, definitely going to pick somebody who actually has superpowers once again. I think I might either go with Magneto, be able to control metal and be able to manipulate magnetic fields and waves and stuff. That'd be friggin' awesome. I mean, if you can control magnetic fields and control metal, you'd be able to do pretty much anything, and it'd be your powers would be pretty much unlimited. There's a lot you'd be able to do, unless you're put in a plastic prison like in the movies. So yeah, it'd be pretty cool to be Magneto. Or maybe like somebody like Apocalypse, or somebody really powerful like Thanos or Darkseid or somebody. But I think it'd also be really cool to be the leader because he's super intelligent. He does pretty much everything. He has an incredibly good memory. Everything he's ever seen, he remembers. He has a giant head. I don't know if I'd want to have a giant head and have a green skin, but it'd be cool to be like a super evil genius, criminal mastermind whose knowledge is pretty much limitless. Like, he's probably the smartest character in the Marvel Universe, even next to Reed Richards and Tony Stark and Hank Pym and Bruce Banner and all of them, even Peter Parker. You know, the leader's probably more intelligent, Samuel Stern, so I think he's a great villain. I think it'd be really cool to be super smart, and sometimes he's actually had telepathic and telekinetic powers as well, so that'd be really cool to read people's minds and move stuff through your mind, so that'd be awesome. So you could say Professor X as well, be able to read people's minds. Or Jean Grey, Marvel Girl, Phoenix, be able to move stuff, telekinesis. All those would be cool powers. Yeah, I think I'd narrow it down to either the leader or the Mandarin with the 10 rings, and each one has a different ability, has some different power. The Mandarin's 10 rings aren't quite as powerful as the Infinity Stones, the Infinity Gauntlet worn by Thanos, but they're pretty up there. I think it'd be pretty cool to have this 10 rings. I think it's a cool look, and I think they all have a different power. I think that's super cool too. So probably between the leader and the Mandarin, honestly. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. I could probably come up with something better if I spend more time on it. But let's go ahead and get things moving. Number 3. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Definitely the ability to shapeshift. Be able to morph and transform into anything or anyone, like Mystique from the X-Men. Or Beast Boy from the Teen Titans, be able to turn into an animal. But I want to be able to turn into any person or any animal. That'd be awesome. I could turn into an elephant. I could turn into a lizard. I could turn into a dog. Any animal. I could turn into a shark. But it'd be cool to turn into any person as well. I could turn into one of my enemies and go rob a bank, and they'd get in trouble and not me. I wouldn't really do that, but it'd be cool to turn into different people. I think I'd change my appearance like every day. I'd be a different person each day. Like a Doctor Who regeneration. I'd be transforming all the time. So yeah, the ability to shapeshift, I think, would be the best power So, you know, to transform into anyone and anything, you know, that'd be really, really cool. He'd be pretty much unstoppable there. You can pretty much do anything. You can turn into anybody. So yeah, I'll go with shape-shifting. Question number 4. Do you prefer superheroes or villains? Oh man, well I'm usually a villains guy, and honestly I think when it comes to any medium, horror movies, Disney movies, a lot of action movies, a lot of sci-fi movies, I usually prefer the villain, but with comic books and superheroes in general, I might have to go with the heroes by a hair, but it really depends on which villains we're talking about. Because you know, I love the Joker, but Batman's awesome too. You know, they're both equally great. They're like two different sides of the same coin. You gotta have both of them. Neither one of them are as great as they would be without the other. You know, same with Spider-Man, Green Goblin, and the X-Men and Magneto, and Captain America, Red Skull, Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom, and so on and so forth. Superman, Lex Luthor. So yeah, I think when it comes to superheroes, again, depending on which villains, there's some villains I like better than the heroes, but I think overall I'm going to go with the heroes on this one. But any other medium, especially horror, obviously, I would go with the villain. But for superheroes, I'd go with the heroes by a hair. Though a lot of times the villains can be more interesting. I definitely must say. Question number 5. Oh man, this is a hard one. Do you prefer Marvel or DC, and why? I've always loved both of them. I've never seen the need to decide on one another. I love both of them. I love both comics. I love both movies, TV shows, cartoons, everything. I think they both have some amazing storylines and characters. Pretty much equally. But if I had to choose, I would have to give the edge to Marvel just by a little bit, only because Marvel has more characters that I like. When I think of Marvel, I mean, hell, the X-Men franchise alone has, like, got hundreds of great characters, really, when you think about it. So yeah, there's so many Marvel characters. There's so many. When I think of DC, there's maybe, like, 20 characters that I really love and really enjoy and read a lot of their comics. With Marvel, oh, it's endless. I'd be here all day listing titles and characters and story arcs. So yeah, I guess just quantity. Just because I'll go with Marvel just because there are more. There's more of it. There's more to go around, more characters, more stories, and whatnot. If I'd have to give my top Marvel heroes, there'd be like at least 50 of them. And as I said, with DC, there'd be about 20 that I really love. Only 10 that I really, really, really love. So I'll go with Marvel by the hair, but I still love DC. And my favorite character ever is a DC character, which we'll get to in the next question. So yeah, Marvel by a little bit. I love them both, and I want them both to succeed. I think they kind of complete each other too in a lot of ways. They've kind of copied off each other over the years, so so I feel like they need one another. I'm glad we have them both. I couldn't live without both of them. So yeah, Marvel and DC are both great. Question number 6: who's your favorite DC character and why? I'll give you 2 guesses. Batman. Come on, we all knew that was coming. Obvious reasons. I just think he's such a cool character. He doesn't have any superpowers, but he knows every fighting style. He knows every language. You know, he's got all these gadgets at his disposal and weapons, and he's just so cool. And he's kind of more about, I mean, he protects innocent people for sure, but he's kind of always been more about striking fear to the hearts of criminals. He wants people to be afraid to commit a crime. I think that's just awesome. His parents were killed when he was a kid, and ever since then, all he's wanted to do is scare the living shit out of the person who did it, and make people afraid to break the law. I think that is just awesome. I've always been kind of more into badass vigilante types, anti-hero types. Anyway, I've always been kind of more drawn to them. You know, we have like really perfect all-American heroes like, Superman and Captain America, who are nearly flawless and always do the right thing and have great morals and ethics and stuff, and are honorable and virtuous in every way. Then we have people like characters like the Punisher and Spawn and Wolverine. And the friggin' Batman. So for those reasons, Batman is my favorite. Always has been. He's my favorite hero in general. Question number 7. Who's your favorite Marvel character and why? Definitely Spider-Man. Again, another obvious choice, but I found Spider-Man interesting because he's so relatable. He's just a normal guy. He's just trying to fit in. He was picked on in high school. He was an outcast. He was just trying to get the girl. He struggles with jobs. He has a crappy apartment. He's just trying to make ends meet and make a decent living. And, you know, I mean, you're not going to get bit by a radioactive spider and get superpowers. But other than that, he's a very relatable character. I always found that very fascinating. And I always enjoyed reading his comics the most out of any other character. As great of a character Batman is, I can read the Spider-Man comics from the very beginning, from Amazing Fantasy 15 all the way through the, you know, the run of Amazing and Spectacular and Web of Spider-Man, Sensational Spider-Man, Spider-Man Unlimited, Peter Parker Spider-Man, all of it. I love all of it. It's so great. I love starting from the beginning and reading all the way through. I've done it several times. Love reading Spider-Man comics. I love seeing Peter Parker's struggle just to fit in, just be normal, just be a functioning member of society, while at the same time having awesome superpowers and fighting some really awesome villains, some of the best in comics history. And I like the whole Spider-Man mythology and everything, the whole universe, the whole wealth of supporting characters and villains and everything. He's some of the greatest antagonists and some of the greatest friends and stuff too. So yeah, definitely Spider-Man for that. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to do this tag. I'm not gonna tag anybody. I'm just gonna leave it open. If you want to do this tag, go ahead and definitely check out Isaac's reviews. Check out his original videos. Subscribe to his channel. Check out Sean Erschen. Subscribe to his channel. If you missed it, go watch the latest Blood Spatter Trio episode also on Sean Ershen's channel, starring Sean Erschen, Bronco Juggalo, and myself. We had a lot of interesting topics. I think it turned out really good. I think it was a great video. Check out Bronco Juggalo's channel as well. All right, guys, I'm Hellhound. Thank you for watching. Until next time.